What is up, guys? Thank you for checking out another Guido Stackin video. I know it's been longer than a while, but I am back. I plan on making a lot more content starting today. And just a few weeks ago, we actually had a gold coin come through the shop, and I thought it would be a perfect video for you guys because I personally have never seen in hand a faked slabbed coin, and I'm going to go over that with you guys along with the gold coin. And I'm also going to tell you why you can't trust your Sigma 100%. So stick around. So a couple weeks ago, like I said, we got this coin in the shop, and it is slabbed. We're going to go over these coins. I have two real gold coins and one fake one, and this is the fake gold coin. Right here, it is a fake maple. Now, I do want to mention that this slab was cracked open, and this very same thing happened when I did a video on the fake pandas. So what happens is these coins over time start to change colors. So now it's very obvious that this is a fake gold maple, right? Because of the coloring. If you're familiar with gold, you could just look at this and know. But I have to say, the coin originally did not look like this. So in the slab itself, before we cracked it open, this actually had some luster and looked pretty legit, to be honest, okay? Now, if you could get it at the right angle like so, you could definitely tell that this is not a gold coin. But like I said, originally it did not look like this. And the same thing happened with the fake pandas that I had that were silver. They looked really, really good in the plastic, but as soon as I took them out of the plastic and basically air got inside, the coin started to change over time. We've had this coin for about 2 weeks, so this is about 2 weeks of exposure to air, and it's changed tremendously from when we first got it. So this is a real gold panda, and you can see the luster on gold, and this is a real maple. You could just tell. So the luster itself, I mean, if you got it like this, you would know right away, right? You should. It has zero luster, and it is supposedly graded MS69, which if you look at this coin and you know a little bit about grading, you would know right away this is definitely not a MS69 looking coin. So that was a dead giveaway. And also, the Sigma, so this is where it got a little weird. We tested it on the Sigma, and it actually tested correctly. It said that it was pure. So there's a couple things with the Sigma. One, you can't trust it 100% of the time. It is, I would guess, probably about 95% accurate. They sell something called an XRF, which is a $15,000 basically gun that tests the metals. Now that is pretty close to 100% accurate. So the Sigma, and I'm going to show you the little clip of the coin slabbed on the Sigma testing good. So there's a couple things. One, slab coins, sometimes the Sigma does not test it correctly with slabbed coins. And also, for an example, our Sigmas are a little bit older. So if you don't recalibrate your Sigma, you're supposed to do it every so often, it could actually start not testing correctly. So it could be that our Sigma is older and there's just enough gold or something on this coin that it tested right. Or it's just that, you know, it's a good fake as far as that goes until we cracked it open, which I'm going to get it out of here to show you. But there's a couple little differences between this coin, right? So first off, I mean, this is why I say, even if you don't plan on selling your stack, you should always look at your coins as often as possible, because you will get familiar with the color of gold, the shine of gold, the look of certain coins, and it will actually, that's one of the best deterrents for fakes is yourself. If you just look, you take a minute and just look at the difference, then you would know that there's something wrong with the coin on the right. So I'm going to take it out of this to really show you guys, so that way the reflection doesn't, you know, mess you guys up when you're trying to look. But first, let's take a look at this slab. So right away you could tell, first off, the font is a little bit different, right? So we got a bigger font on the left. And another thing is this symbol right here. The scales stick out way more than the real NGC slab. And then a couple other things. The width is a little bit different. Now, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but definitely when you lay them flat, this one has this little lip, basically, that you see right here, is extra. The NGC slabs do not have that extra lip. But, so you can see the cracks where we broke it. But if you look, all the arrows, these little arrows, they all match up correctly. And it's, I mean, it's a pretty good fake slab. And what they've done, I mean, this is me guessing, guys, because I really don't know. The plastic quality feels the same, okay? And you'll notice that you can order these slabs basically blank, but the plastic quality is just not as good as the NGC. Now, this one is, I have to say, it is right up there. So all they have to do, it's very easy, so you can't be fooled by these slabs. All they gotta do, print a little label, slip it right in there, get an old NGC whatever graded coin that's not worth anything, and then put the sticker. Boom. You peel it off. I'm sure there's ways you could get that sticker off gently without ruining it or bending it or peeling it. And that's it, because it has all the holographics like this NGC. I mean, it's exactly the same, guys. I looked. It is exactly the same. All the holographics are there. The only thing I can say is maybe the one on the right is a little bit more prominent as far as the holographic. But if you look, I mean, you would never know, okay? So you can't trust just because it's graded or slabbed that it is real. They fake these all the time. And but this is the first time I've ever come across one personally in my hand. So really, really cool to get one and do this video for you guys. So like I said, there is a little lip right here, and I wish I could get it on camera. Well, I guess that's kind of, you can see the difference right there. That's probably the angle. This little lip is not an NGC slab. No way. All right. So just taking a minute to look at your stuff, and they line up perfect. They stack perfect. But yeah, if you look at your stuff, you will realize that you'll start to become familiar with a lot of different things. And paying attention to detail is probably one of the biggest deterrents of fakes when it comes to the gold and silver and slabs and all that stuff. So I'm going to pop this out, and I'll be right back. So I basically broke it down to this level right here. So here's the coin. And like I said, this coin did not look this bad when we first got it. In the slab, it looked legitimate. I'm telling you, this is about, I don't know, a couple weeks of exposure. And like I said, the pandas that I had that were fake also did not last very long before they started to look really off. But because the air is kind of sealed off in the slab, it really, they only got to fool you for a little while. It's not like they got to fool you for years and years and years. They only have to do it for a little bit. So that is exactly why, you know, as soon as they touch air, these things look terrible. So here's the coin, and this is the rest of the slab. See, it's just, all it is a sticker, guys. That's it. You know, that holographic sticker. Here, the little label goes right in there, and you got yourself a fake slab. I mean, that's all it takes. So, all right, let's look at the two coins together here. Let's zoom in on there. All right, so the luster is the biggest thing, obviously. So pretend this still had the original luster when we first got it. The details are pretty much the same, right? You can see all the details. The font might be a little bit different. There might be some variances in the font. But if you're familiar with gold, 2 seconds looking at this coin, you would know. Then the flip, let's see what happens when we flip here. Yep, it's got the right obverse and reverse as far as which way they go once you flip them. So, I mean, there's a big difference. It's huge. It is huge. I wish I would have done this video before we cracked the slab, because then it would have been really fun to look at the differences, because they were very, very similar. And the only way we caught it was really because the slab itself looked off, this part. So like I said, the scales were really yellow, and it just felt a little bit lighter, which it still feels way lighter than this. And I could actually throw it on a scale to see if I'm right about that. But as soon as we popped it, we knew. We saw the differences right away. So, yeah, but let's get this out of here. But that's how simple it is. You just kind of work it, and it goes right back in. I mean, it is pretty darn simple to fake the slab. It's really not that hard. So, yeah, this feels pretty light. We're going to weigh it. Let's do a little weight on this. So, I don't know how it could have possibly passed on the Sigma. Like I said, it could be that it has a very extremely thin layer of gold, plus the plastic, plus the fact that we have an older Sigma. But we're pretty good at the shop, you know. You could just tell with certain things. So here we go. Let's do it. I am going to switch this over to grams. That's really what we want. So 31.10 is what we want. And this is way off. Like I said, it is much, much, much lighter. I wish I could show you guys. It is weighing in at 14.7 grams, guys. So that was the biggest thing. So here we go. 31.1 on the nose on that one. That was the biggest thing. It is extremely light. Really light. So even with the slab, you know, weighing it, we would have saw that it is not legit. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this fake maple. Lesson of the video, basically, don't trust slabs, and be familiar with pieces of gold. Now, if you didn't have another maple to compare this to when it first came in, I'm telling you, it looked very similar to this. Luster and all. It looked very close. But the fact that we're familiar with gold, familiar with coins, and familiar with NGC slabs, we knew something was up. So we put on the scale, we saw it was light, and we saw the color, we cracked it open. Basically, we told the customer that an MS69 maple leaf is graded or not, it's pretty much the same price as a raw one. So basically we said we weren't going to buy it unless we were able to crack it out of here and test it the right way, and which we did. And pretty much almost instantly you could see that it changed a little bit of color. And then, you know, like I said, we weighed it, and you just looked at it, and you could just tell, and we knew it was not real. And then we looked at the slab itself and saw that that wasn't real either. So anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. It's been a while since I made one, and I promise I will be making a lot more content. So if you like videos on all things precious metals, Make sure you subscribe and like the video, and I will talk to you guys later.